What's up guys, Jivan back with another video, and today I'm going to teach you how to use the new late game arena mode to stop being a brain dead Fortnite player. I know a lot of you out there watching this video are brain dead AF, and it's a serious problem in this day and age, so I'm here to help. If I've been Jivan reporting for duty, please consider using code JivanTV if you've been liking the content, and let's hop into it. First thing I'm going to tell you in this video is a recommendation to another video. I know it's dumb, but I have a warm-up routine that I really recommend if you just have a bad habit of setting up bad peaks and jumping in boxes. That video is down in the description, and it'll be at the end of the video as well, but let's get into this video. One of the biggest parts of my routine now that solo late game arena is out is kind of a mental training exercise. I'm sure if you played solo arena, there's two things that you've noticed. One, you've noticed a lot of people just jumping into boxes. And then two, you've noticed yourself jumping into a lot of boxes. I'm not that type of player, but when I hop into solo late game arena, I'm just like, dang, I want to get in that guy's box. I want to get in that guy's box too. Well, a new part of my routine that's been helping my gameplay a lot is challenging myself to have as many perfect fights in late game arena as possible. But the real question is, what makes a perfect fight? Is it not taking any damage? Is it ending the fight fast? In my eyes, a perfect fight is one where you give the enemy no opportunity to do damage to you. I'll show you guys exactly what I mean and why this is such a good practice. First, we're going to go over how to fight optimally, and then we'll get into how to position so you don't get third-partied as much. So you can see this guy drops on my wall, but I'm on a ramp, so it's a little bit awkward for me to take a peek. So I branch out to the side, get a cone over top of him, wall on his side, and set up a super optimal peek from far away as well. So even though I'm weak, I'm basically giving the enemy no opportunity to do damage to me because the peaks I set up are so perfect. Playing patient with your peaks far back in a fight, it always works out. Just like in this fight here, I mean, this is just a simple example. I'm a box away, I let him get into my builds, and then I just finish him when he jumps in. This fight, I actually get punished for over peeking a little bit, but instead of running and healing, I was like, this guy's definitely just gonna cycle forward. So I stayed behind my peak and just set up the most cautious peaks I possibly could, jumping up to that top left corner. That way he basically has no opportunity to hit me, and I'm super protected with my peak shots. He literally just walked into my build, so I'm like, I'm not gonna miss this opportunity. You don't have to be far away and super optimal all the time. If you can be optimal the whole time and finish the fight easily, then yeah, you want to try to do that. But sometimes in a clip like this, you set up an optimal peak, you get the guy weak, but then you want to phase in with some kind of phase trick. In this fight, I used the sprinting at a wall method. You literally just run at the wall, and as you hit the wall, you shoot your shotgun or you shoot your AR if the wall is one shot. You'll just go straight through the wall and you can finish the fight. But you only want to do that when you have a huge health advantage. Something that I've been practicing a lot, and I would recommend you do as well, is getting these far away edits through a window. How much more optimal can you get? You have your peak already set up and you're editing the far wall through your peak. It doesn't get much more optimal than that. The key with editing that far wall is you can't be pressed up against your window. You have to be like a step back, and then the crosshair placement's really weird. Definitely experiment with it until you get it down. That's one of the things that you could practice in Raider's mechanical map. This is a good example of having very optimal piece control. You can see that I get the cone over top of him through a window. Then I just claim that wall, set up a peak, but I kind of went wrong here. I thought I hit him for more damage. So instead of opening a wide edit like I did here, I could have just set up another right hand peak and finished the fight that way. Another quick example, same thing, I get the piece control from behind a right hand peak, get a health advantage, and then I get in. The biggest thing that you need to do is mentally train yourself to get this rhythm down. You play super optimal at the start of the fight. Stop being brain dead, stop jumping in right away. Keep practicing your mechanics, keep practicing your peak shots, and eventually you'll be able to get this perfect fighting down, where you basically just have no way of dying. But I know for a lot of you guys, the mechanics of this might be a little bit difficult for where you're at right now. And that's why I really recommend checking out that video in the description with the mechanical warm-up that I've been running. If you just find yourself not being able to piece control from behind cover, or taking good enough peek shots, or even just editing fast enough to do all this stuff, that's what that warm-up is going to help you get down, and it's going to help train your mind to do this stuff rather than setting up unoptimal peaks or jumping in. And I know it may sound like a lot, but these are the steps to get rid of that brain dead mentality. And once you get rid of that, you're going to be winning way more fights. So now that we kind of have an idea of what a perfect fight is, the other big thing that you should know is what fights to take. In late game arena, people are complete psychos, so if you land in the wrong place, you're gonna be fighting like 4 people at once, and there's just gonna be people on all sides of you trying to jump in. So I'm gonna show you exactly how to approach late game arena to win consistent games and find realistic fights. Alright, so to start the game, the first thing I do is try to land kind of towards the edge of the map. You know, if you land in the center, there's gonna be people on all sides of you just jumping in. Just push this guy, but from this side, that way we're not in between that guy and this guy. Started that fight super unoptimal by just jumping in, but we ended it strong. Who's the next best person to fight here? I'm thinking down here, probably the next best. It's in the safe zone, and there's like nobody over there, so if we push from the left side here, we should be good, not getting third-partied and stuff. Just like this. Pressure from the top. That guy's just looking lost. Let's push from like right here. One of the biggest things is making sure you're building all around yourself in these fights. Zone pulls back this way. There's somebody over here. We'll just fight this guy down low. I don't like being down there. Let's get up. Just patient peeks, and we got him. Here we go. This guy just jumped down right here. He's in the circle. We gotta make sure we get on the other side of him here. And this guy's just full brain dead. You can see. At this point, we just jump in. Easy cleanup. That guy's just crazy. Gotta watch out for those third parties. I didn't even hear him. He was just crouch walking up. Next fight's approaching. He's right over here. See, we just set up this push, and he's like AFK. Okay. Side push right here. Oh, I did not mean to get in. That was a bad fight. Even though I maxed him, I've literally maxed like everybody. And we're just gonna build fight now because we don't have to worry about a third party or anybody chopping us out. So we're just gonna get above him. Optimal peaks. Here. And box like a fish. So that's pretty much it. If you apply everything I taught you in this video, you should win more games and get better really fast. So my challenge for you today is go out there and try to have a perfect arena game where every single fight you just do super optimally. Good peaks, safe distancing, everything we talked about in this video. But yeah, this is just one practice that I do. Obviously, if you do the same practice every single day, it's gonna get boring. So sometimes I play solo arenas, sometimes I spend time in creative doing 1v1s, sometimes I scrim, and then of course we got tourney days. Try to mix it up, but this is just one more practice to add to your routine that I guarantee will help you get better. If you wanna see my warm-up routine, it is on your screen now. Don't forget to like and sub, use code JivanTV, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.